Hmm. It's a good question. There was a period where I was super interested in a lot of different things, and I had no idea what the heck I was supposed to do. Um, there's a couple ways to approach it. I would say there's kind of two main principles that I would use with most of my coaching clients. First is remove the biggest pains. Okay.
Mhm.
Because that's automatically going to be inherently compelling, motivating. And if you do it, your life's going to get a guaranteed big leg up. So if you've got any like significantly bad habits or bad circumstances in your life, fix those. And then beyond that, whatever energy you have left over after that, start plugging it into whatever's most exciting and begin making progress in that. And as you do both of those things, usually the path will solidify. And part of it's going to be a matter of like giving yourself permission to put stuff on the back burner. Like you have to be okay with not doing it all. It's like I always say,
Yeah.
you can do it all, just not all at once. And so just, prioritize, and you got to talk to that part. It's like, oh, well, we should be doing this thing and this thing and that thing and that thing and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, you can't.
Yeah.
Like one of my
Right.
favorite quotes is, it's like a special forces like training quote. It's like slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Yeah.
And really, by going in a focused manner, it seems slow, but it's actually the fastest way that you can make progress. So
Right.
as long as you can just figure out where the energy is and hit the big ticket changes consistently, then you actually are working the fastest route to getting all of it. It's just, you can't fall for that siren song that you can just do everything all at once.
Yeah, focus is so important. One thing I'd add to it too is to say that so many people get hung up on because they have different interests on trying to pick what is the best thing to do and should I do this, or they're trying to do multiple things at once, like Mark was saying. But really, picking one thing and going deep and hard with it and following through with it will bring you more satisfaction. It doesn't matter what it is; it matters how you do things more than what they are.
Yeah.
And like, there's a really good documentary. It's not very well known, but it's called Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
I love
Eh,
that one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you know where I'm going with this. So I mean, this guy, he's a sushi chef. I think at like 30, 40 years. I don't know how long, but it was like he's this old guy, and all he does every day is just make sushi. That's it. And there's not a lot to it. I mean, sushi's somewhat complicated, but it's not like 20, 30, 40 years worth of complicated. But he makes the rice perfectly, and then he folds it perfectly, and he has this huge fulfillment in life. He's this very fulfilled person because he's doing this one thing, and he's put his whole heart and life into it. And it to you, like when I first watched this, like, what, how could this be fulfilling? But then I had to watch it again, and then I got it, and then I realized that it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And because he had put all of his energy in it, so instead of like wasting your time trying to figure out what is the best thing to do in life, just pick one thing and put your all into it, and you will find. I mean, Cal Newport talks about this as well in So Good They Can't Ignore You, when he talks about like picking your job. But yeah, that's, I'm glad that you saw that. Not too many people, I mention this all the time, and not too many people have seen that documentary.
Oh
But
yeah, I love that one. And
yeah.
you're so right with that idea of like, it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Like, think of it as like, it could be anything. Like, this is something that you can practice, literally just making yourself a cup of tea. Like, make it from a place of like actually calming down and like giving yourself to the experience and like being fully present with it. That's going to be like just getting that down. It doesn't really matter what you do, because then it flows into everything else. It's like this, holistic effect of just bringing your dignity into your life, and even smaller ways can have dramatic ripple effects.